It's a deja vu. I've decided to refilm this video because the painter started sanding down my windows, which got really distracting. But he's given me a few minutes just to refilm it, so that's great. So this video is about why I like hiring apprentices. So this is really this topic's really close to my heart because I'd say some of the most rewarding experiences in my business are when we've brought apprentices in and then helped them develop and take on more senior roles in our business. But what I want to do just before I go into that is just mention our quarterly planning day. It's on Wednesday, 7th of December. So it's a great opportunity for you to come along, spend the whole day with me, myself, and my team. Sorry, me, myself, and my team. And also a lot of our clients who are experienced business owners who are really growing and scaling their businesses. So it's just about surrounding yourself with the right people. But also it's an opportunity to really improve your business education because we've got great speakers, great activities. And then at the end of the day, what you have an opportunity to do is create a solid 3-month plan to be able to put the actions in place to actually drive your business to achieve your goals. So if you want to find out more about that quarterly planning day, just go to our website and all the information is there. So going back to the topic of this video, you can ask some business owners what's the best thing about hiring an apprentice, and they'll say, well, they're cheaper. But I disagree with that because the minimum wage for an apprentice is not a recommended guideline. It's if that's the minimum you can pay, so you'll get the worst candidate for that amount. If you want to get a decent candidate, you've got to pay a lot more than minimum wage. But also on top of that, you are then you will get some government funding. It's not as much as it used to be, but usually covers a laptop and a phone. And then on top of that, you've got to let them out for college, which means you're paying them to be at college, which increases the hourly rate for the time they actually are at work as well. So apprentices aren't a cheaper option, but in some ways, they can be a better option in certain scenarios, and that's what I want to talk about today. So what's the best? So I've got a few really good pros about hiring an apprentice, and then potentially a con, which you can work around, which can turn into a pro. So one of the best things about hiring apprentices is you're getting a blank slate. These guys they don't necessarily know what to expect. They might have some form of a culture at the moment, but the chances are when you absorb them into your business, they'll take on the culture of your business really quickly. So that's a really important one, because when you've got a member of staff who's really good cultural fit, it means you get that synergy and you get the team working really well and you achieve great things together. So that's a massive pro. The second pro is quite a lot of people who are in generation, I don't know what generation is at the moment, what it's officially called, but a lot of apprentices at the moment, they're really clued up with technology and software, and it makes it really easy for them to just come into your business and start using the software you've got in your business, because there's a lot of similarities between the cloud-based stuff that they're using, especially on social media, and a lot of the platforms businesses use now. So that's a really important one. And then apprentices can be a cheaper option if you use them right, but quite often there's a longer learning curve for them. So you've just got to, I wouldn't necessarily say that's pro or a con. And then actually, there is one con that I wanted to talk about, but I would say you can turn it into a pro, and I'll explain how. So one of the drawbacks of apprentices is because they have less experience, they often don't have the same levels of initiative. So you can end up being drawn into a lot of the decision making if you're not careful. But the way to be really careful about that is apprentices really test your systems and processes in a business. The thing about having really experienced staff in your business is you rely on the really experienced staff in your business, and what that means is you don't it means you don't always have to have a manual on how to do a particular activity in your business. You don't always have to have instructions on how to do something in your business, because you just rely on that experienced member of staff to use their initiative and their judgment. Because apprentices, you can't rely on that as much, especially at the beginning. What it forces you to do is it forces you to have really good systems in your business, and by having really good systems in your business, those apprentices can follow those systems, and it works really well. So that is a pro. It's a con which you can turn into a pro, because overall it actually makes your business better. So if you want to find out a bit more about how we've used apprentices in our business, then just go to our website, book yourself in for a free strategy session. We can talk about how it could potentially work for you. And there's a really good contact I've got, and that's a company called Starting Off. Depending on the kind of apprentices that you want in your business, but Starting Off, they do a lot of the recruitment, but they also do a lot of the training. So if you've got one place where you can go for both those things, it's so helpful. So they've been supporting us for years now, and if you ever want an introduction to them, then just get in touch with me as well. So thanks for watching this video. Just remember, if you found it useful, remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe. And